We have to start with a cold open. So, I mean, that'll work. Hello, everybody. I don't know. Yeah, I guess we should sit. I don't know how to do this with another person.
Me neither.
Yeah, this is so fun. Hi, I'm here with YeJi. YeJi, do you want to?
Hi, I'm YeJi, otherwise known as Anime Co.
I'm Maddie, you knew that. So today we thought it would be fun to kind of play dress up a little bit. I feel like it's not often that you have access to an entire other knitted wardrobe in like roughly the same size as you. So selfishly, I just really want to try on YeJi's stuff because it's beautiful. And then I thought it would just be fun for you guys to like see YeJi's work and meet YeJi because I talk about her a lot. So here we go.
Excited.
Yeah. I'm excited too. So let's get started.
Sure.
This is YeJi's collection of knitwear, and it is absolutely insane. And like you give away a lot of stuff too.
Yeah, I made my mom a couple of things, but yeah, recently I've been making more things for myself.
As you should, queen.
I don't know, I can't wear it all, so might as well.
You just kept pulling things out, and I was like, oh my god. Where do we even start here?
Start with the winter knits or the summer knits. You want to start with like cardigans and stuff first?
Yeah, let's start with cardigans. Let's get the sweaty stuff out of the way, and then we'll probably take a break and then come back for summer stuff.
Sure, let's do that. Let's go layer by layer.
Layer by layer. It's like an excavation. I love this color. This is so cute. I need to be like 3 inches taller.
This is the Turtle Dove cardigan by Melissa of Sonder Yarn Co. And I made it with Barocco Mochi, and I made it quite long. I think I was like quite pregnant when I made this, so I was like, okay, I need something that like is a little bit more cozy. Like it doesn't have any buttons or anything, but I think it came out quite cute, and the yarn is super soft.
I love this yarn. Yeah. It's very warm. I thought it was Noro when you first pulled it out.
Oh yeah.
But it's really soft.
And I think I got it at a really good deal at Lil Knits, so
love that. Yeah. And it has a really cute, instead of a button band, it's just a ribbed.
Yeah.
This is really cute. I've never heard of this pattern before.
Yeah, because she came out, she has like the turtle dove sweater and everything, and it has like I think a high neckline, but
cute.
This one I modified some parts of it, but overall it's the same thing. And this was a part of the line magazine, and I know that I picked up the line magazine just so I could make this because I think I first heard like the grocery girls talking about it, and I was like, okay, I have to make that. It's very cute.
It's adorable. Slay. Oh my god, Slay Meter's back. Yes! Oh, I'm very excited about this one. It's so pretty. Okay, this color, stunning.
I love the royal blue.
Try not to get makeup on your...
Oh, that's totally fine. I probably got makeup on it, so...
Oh my god. We might need to lower this a tiny bit, actually. Sorry, I'm 5 feet tall. Okay, this is stunning.
Yeah, this is the Bocce sweater by Monmi Choi, otherwise known as Soup Knits. And I just recently made this. I love it.
Yeah.
I feel like I made it, the weather turned warmer, but definitely in the colder months. Yeah. This is made with Sandisgarden silk mohair and Wool Dreamers Manchalopes.
Can I wear my clogs up here?
Go ahead. You want to bring it up?
I'm gonna get my clogs. BRB. A lot of stairs.
Yes.
Okay. I'm sweating.
Yep.
I wasn't sweating before. Had to acquire my clogs so I could get a few extra inches here. Is that better?
I think so. I think we're more even in height.
We are more even in height. That's nice for my ego. Yes, I think that's better.
All right.
So, sorry, I'm like out of breath.
There are lots of stairs.
You have so many stairs.
There's so many stairs. It's so nice though that it's super light but super warm, and it's up at a large gauge so it goes by quickly.
Love that.
Definitely recommend Manchalopes paired with mohair.
Okay, I really love on this one how the cables like switch halfway through. I've never seen that before on a sweater, and I think that's so cool.
Right.
Also, I kind of love this royal blue.
Yeah.
I'm still out of breathing on it. I am obsessed with this. What size is this?
That's the size 3. I think it's the small, but it is a size inclusive pattern, and there's a ton of positive ease, so.
Love.
Yeah.
This is super cute. I am gonna have to make this one at some point, I fear.
Highly recommend.
Lovely. That really retains heat. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, this one has been on my radar for quite some time. I have mohair fuzz in my lip gloss. Hang on. This is life. This is super cute.
This is the Court Jacket by Oetta, and this is also made in Sandisgarden silk mohair paired with Wool Dreamers Manchalopes. It was my first time working with Manchalopes. I got it at Flock last year, and so
was it Flock?
Yeah, Wool Dreamers. I think they're coming back again this year, but they had a booth last year, and I was like, oh my gosh, yeah. It was. I had no idea, but I saw them, and I was like, oh, is somebody else selling for them, or are they vending it? No, but they had a booth.
What? Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah, and I think the prices were better than you can get it at other places. So
Damn it.
yeah, so they had a booth and I love the color, so I got this. And I think, yeah, this is also size small, I think size 3, and it's very oversized. I love the crop fit of this one. I feel like it kind of
cute.
yeah cancels out the boxiness of the top. But
I know what you mean. I love a toggle button.
yeah, yeah, me too.
Never met a toggle button I didn't like, actually. Do you usually fold it down?
It's a sitting up collar. It usually
Oh,
just
okay.
like sits up like this, kind of a tall collar.
Cute. Yeah, I really love this color too. Is this the like aloe?
It's a verde in the match
Verde.
one piece. Yeah.
Yes, it's very pretty if you can see. It has like a nice kind of variegated green situation going on, as the name would suggest. This is so cute.
Right? Very cute.
Oh god, I feel like my whip list is about to get off the
No,
rails.
we have to work on our Dagmar.
The Dagmar doesn't like me.
Next.
Also very excited about this. Thank you for the best. That was kind of you to give me a break from straight up wool. Okay, this is another one that's also been on my list for quite some time, but I was like, I don't know how that would look on me.
This is the Lonely Leftovers Vest by Wool and Beyond, and I truly used my leftovers for this one, so I was super excited. I think this is also unspun where it's like Pluto bead. And
Oh, yeah.
Pluto is super, I think, great for its price. And then I used also the Lime brand Fisherman's Wool with it.
Love.
So it's super thick, but yeah, I think it turned out really cute. It's kind of a little more hip, I think, with the color choices and
It's a little more hip.
yeah, it's less preppy, I think.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That was just an adorable way to say that. Okay, I love this actually. This is super cute. I don't know, I'm like weird about my shoulders. And so I've always thought with a vest like this, it would just make me look like a linebacker.
No,
I think it's actually kind of cute.
Yeah, because I think it's because the shoulders are wide here and then it has like really nice edging and everything. The I-cord pickup though, you have to pick up like 600 stitches from, or because you have to pick up all the way around your body, around
yeah, because it goes like
yeah, all the way to the
and there's one
bottom.
up here too, right?
Yeah, but that one you do at the beginning. So.
Oh, okay, that's better.
But yeah, when you pick up the I-cord, you're just like, okay, well, this is days and days of just I-cord, but
Oh my god,
yeah.
worth it though. This is
Yeah.
super cute.
Yeah, I think the finishing is beautiful.
God, this is like professional. Like, can you see? You're just so good. Like, even the little ends of the I-cords.
It's because the I-cords these aren't true I-cords, they're more like double knit cords. When I was going through my projects in my head yesterday, I was like, oh, okay, I know you got the I-cord maker.
Oh yeah.
But this is one of those where you can't use the I-cord maker if you want
Shit.
If you want to follow the pattern.
Yeah.
Of course you can use the I-cord maker if you want to just, you know, use the I-cord maker, but
Right.
it won't give you the same thick,
Yeah, but these
yeah,
are so
flat
nice. How long do you think it took you to do just the like finishing?
maybe a couple days.
Oof.
Yeah.
And you knit at like
I knit
you knit
a lot.
so fast.
I think I knit a lot. I don't think I knit like that fast, but I'm just constantly knitting.
That's
so.
true. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like a couple days for you is a couple weeks for me. Oh, I love this. Okay, this is very cute. How long did this take you?
A solid year.
Holy shit.
It's fingering weight. So.
Oh my god. Here's
hard.
the other arm. YeJi, help.
Yes.
Oh my god. This needs to be hung in a museum. I fear. Like, this is...
This is Yell by Marie Wallen, and it comes in only 3 sizes. This is the second size. I wish I did the first size though, because it's so oversized.
Yeah, it is pretty.
But I made this with Knit Picks palette. I had a couple of hiccups, like starts and finishes, but I think it took me basically all of 2024 probably-ish to knit. So, in 2023 actually. No, 2023, yeah.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
This is stunning. Like, can you see the color work on this? And your tension is so perfect. Like, look at those. Oh my.
Blocking helps.
Blocking helps, but like, oh my god. You need to show me how to do color work correctly because I am on the struggle bus currently with that. Then you also added like ribbon
Yeah.
to the inside.
Because it would flip up, because this is knit this way and it's color work, so this kept flipping up, so I put like a thick gross grain ribbon down, and also by doing this I think it'll probably help with where I steeked it, so
Oh, it's steep.
yeah, it's all steeked, so you do this all in the round. I can't imagine knitting this much color work flat. That's insane.
Yeah. This is so pretty. Oh my god. Did I do a spin yet?
It's very... This is also one of those that I like have in my closet that I don't find myself reaching for, because it's not exactly my style. Like, I made it because I wanted to make it more than I wanted to wear it.
Like the challenge of
yeah,
it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because it's fingering weight, all color work. This is actually insane. Like, I'm insanely impressed by this. Yeah, I feel like this is one that just needs to be hung up, like, again, in a museum, preferably. This is crazy, dude. Wow. I'm like scared to hurt it. God, your tension is just so good.
Yeah, the buttons are slightly large for it, but I love the color of the buttons and like how it matches, so I decided not to change it out. This is the Fidalgo cardigan by Michelle Frazetta, and I made it with Cascade 220. I love Cascade 220, and this cardigan I think came out super great. It's in testing right now, so hopefully it'll come out soon, but I just love the 3x1 broken rib.
That's what this is. I was trying to figure out, okay, asking for a friend.
Yes.
What is broken rib?
Broken rib is, you know how rib, well, you would like knit 2, purl 2, knit 1, purl 1?
Yeah.
But broken rib is where it's not knit 1, purl 1, knit 1, purl 1. It's like knit 1, purl 1, knit a row, and then knit 1, purl 1 again.
Oh, okay.
So in this cardigan, I think you're only purling and then knitting once, basically once every 4 rows, and the other rows you're just pattern. So it's actually a lot easier, I think. It makes it less mindless. It's like, it's engaging, but it's not boring. So I really recommend this cardigan. It's super fun.
Yeah, this is really cute. I'm a fan. And what was this yarn? Cascade 220.
Yes, Cascade 220.
Yes. Sorry, I'm getting delirious from heat stroke.
But this Cascade 220 is so nice to work with.
Yeah, I've never tried it on. It's very soft.
It is very soft.
Like, it's woolly, but it's not itchy at all. I'm gonna stand in front of the window for like 5 seconds, don't mind me. Okay.
Last cardigan.
What is this?
This is the Champagne cardigan by Petite Knit, of course.
Of course.
The yarn for this was actually inexpensive because I used Knit Picks, Wool of the Andes, and Drops brushed alpaca.
It's not itchy at all.
It's not. The brushed alpaca silk isn't itchy at all. I really like it.
Because I've used their drops, like
Kid
the
silk
kid
mohair,
silk, and that is a little bit itchy.
Yeah, the alpaca
This is
silk
way
I think
better.
is, and I think the halo for alpaca silk sits closer to the garment, and so I really like it. It fills in all the gaps. This is quite dense, but it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's definitely like bordering on like jacket, sweater territory. I love this color though. A warm toned cream.
Yeah.
If it's not picking up on camera. And then the buttons you chose are perfect. You're very good at a button match.
Unless the size doesn't match up and I'm like, you know, we'll ignore that.
You know what, designers make it work. It's what me and Tim Gunn always say. YeJi, I'm gonna have so many things I want to make now. I don't think we thought this through. I don't think I thought this through. How long did this one take you?
This I made in 2012. Oh no, 2022, 10 years after that. Give me a month.
So perfect for fall.
Let's move on to summer knits.
Thank God. Okay.
You want to start
with here?
Yeah, cool. This is Moonset Tea by Oetta. I've made 3 of these, so
oh my God.
we'll show in succession. This is made with Pearl Soho Buttercup cotton, which I think is discontinued now, but I love that it's 100% cotton because I put it into the washing machine and the dryer and it's totally fine.
You're brave.
Yeah. Well, for cotton, I'm like, you know, oh, it's gonna happen, right? It's white, it's cream, so kind of didn't have a choice, but I think it came out really well. I love the pattern. I love the slight overlap of the V-neck.
Yeah, that's really cute.
Yeah.
I've seen you wear this before.
Yeah.
Like all of these.
Yeah.
So you have 3 of them. Thought it was really cute, but again, this is when I'm like, would it look good on me?
I like it.
It's
though.
cute.
It's really nice, yeah.
It's cute. I really like this yarn. That's a damn shame it's discontinued.
Yeah, I mean, I think they came out with other cotton yarns, but I think this was like technically a fingering weight, but I find it quite heavy for a fingering weight, but I think it worked out really well in this.
Yeah, the stitches, like, you don't row out at all. That's crazy.
It's because I pinched my yarn. Let's do the next moonset.
Keep them coming. Yeah. Ooh, pretty purple. Oh, is this knitting for Olive?
No, it's the same Buttercup cotton.
What?
This is, Pearl Soho, same thing, Buttercup cotton, Moonset Tea. I think this one I made a size larger, but I love just this lavender color. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, this is stunning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love this. What size is this one?
Oh, I think, no, so I made it in the same size. I think I made the size medium, but then I went up a needle size. So this one's made on a US 5, 3.75. The previous one, US 4, 3.5, I think. So, and the pattern calls for US 3, 3.25, I think. So you can just adjust your size based on your yarn, the gauge you like of the yarn, and and I think for boxy tees, it's so forgiving.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the nice thing. Like, it's pretty square in nature. I love this, actually. This is super cute. Go off, Oetta.
I know, right?
I've never knit an Oetta pattern. Big slay, Oetta.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes.
I'm still sweating. take a shot every time I talk about how much I'm sweating. Don't do that, you will die.
So this one is the one I went to size up. This is the size large, but I did it on the recommended needle size, US 3, 3.25. It took forever, but I was on vacation, so that helped. But isn't it super soft?
Yeah,
this is Holskarn Coast. So it's 55% cotton, 45% wool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's cotton wool, and it's just, so I can't put this one in the washing machine, but just how soft it is and how thin it is, it like feels like tissue paper.
Yeah, like it's crepey.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
This is a really interesting yarn.
Right?
I really like this color too. This blue is very nice.
Yeah, it's called Azure.
Azure. Is that French?
I think it just means like green blue. I don't know. Maybe it is French. Maybe, no, Azul would be the
Azul is
Spanish version,
blue,
right?
Right?
Yeah. Azure.
Azure, that sounds French.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Sure.
Don't
I
quote me on
studied
that.
French, but I
You
don't
studied
know.
French? Oh,
Yeah,
you're
'cause I'm
Canadian.
yeah.
Okay, people forget that.
Yeah.
The name of this pattern always cracks me
I know,
up.
right?
Did you watch SpongeBob as a kid?
A little bit.
I feel like sexy Patrick right now.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
Patrick and his fishnets.
Yes. Look at My Holes by James and Watts, and I made it with the Barocco Modern Linen. I only had one ball of it. It was a preview knit for Lil Knits, or Lil Knits offered to send me the yarn, and I could just make whatever I wanted from it. And so I was like, okay, let me make this pattern because I don't think it'll take a ton of yarn, and I still wanted a garment. So usually I wear it over like a dress.
Cute,
Or
yeah.
it would be cute at the beach too, I think.
Yeah, like over a bathing suit.
Yeah.
Very cute. It is, okay, so you used one skein for this, right?
Yeah.
Yes. It is very short. I feel
Yes.
like my little tummy is up. It is very cute though. Like, this is another one where I've been like, I like it on the internet, but I wasn't sure how it would translate on my actual body. But it's cute. It's actually very cute.
This
and
one
I like,
moved so quickly too.
oh my god, yeah. I like how it goes like up on the sides.
Yeah.
Wait, is this backwards?
Because it's not like a super deep neck, so I think it's supposed to be like this.
Is that better? This is obviously not how I would wear this over my t-shirt with my fake jeans because I'm on my period and you weren't about to catch me putting on real jeans. This is very cute, and I feel like this is by far the breeziest item I have put on.
Yeah.
And for that I am grateful. How do you take this off?
Got this.
YeJi, help!
Good job.
Thanks. That's something to note. It's a little bit difficult to get off if you don't have a YeJi. Poppy tea?
Yes.
Oh, I love red.
Yeah.
Okay, this is another one I've been wanting to try on.
The poppy tee, I love the shoulder detail, the English shoulder construction, where you just do cast on. So you have a really short back yoke, and then you make a little bit of a shoulder panel, and then you pick up the side of the shoulder panel and knit it down. So you have a ton of increases. Like, this is all basically just increases. So when you're increasing, you're like, when is it gonna end? But the detailing is so beautiful.
This is really
Right.
cute. Get my good side.
Right.
We just
Okay.
looked
Yes.
over footage
Yes.
and we realized you were standing on my bad side, so.
This is the Poppy Tea by Petite Knit. Made it out of Queensland Collection, Rainbow Beach, and Cardinal. And this is a superwash yarn, sport weight, but I find it slightly itchy when I just wear it against my skin. So it's one that I wear for like cooler days, but I love this red.
This is a really good red.
Right?
It's like very
beautiful.
tomato.
Reminds me of the spicy orange from Knitting for Olive though. That one's
Even
good.
though I love that one. Sandiscorn? Spicy orange?
Oh,
Does Knitting for Olive also have it?
No, Sandiscorn, sorry. Yes,
Okay.
you're right, Sandiscorn.
As you said, the shoulder construction on this is
Yes.
really like well fitting.
Yeah.
This is super cute, I fear. I usually see this one done in
Cardiff.
Cardiff cashmere.
$40 for 25 grams. That's inexpensive, but a beautiful, luxurious, super soft sweater. I would love to have one day, but
Same.
not
yeah.
today.
It's very aspirational for me. I've also heard though, okay, to speak my truth, I've heard that Cardiff cashmere does not hold up well.
Oh, because it's so soft. I can see that.
Yeah.
I made just a Sophie scarf for my friend on it, and I was like, oh, it feels so soft. And anything that, like, my hands were rough against the softness of the yarn. I loved working with it and everything. I have to say that it says it's a 25-gram ball, but when you take off the ball band and you measure it, it's like 23 grams.
Oh my god.
For the skein I got, so I'm not sure.
I thought it pissed me off.
Pisses me off.
It's very cute.
This is Alpine Bloom by Caitlin Hunter, and I know how you feel about Caitlin Hunter, but I actually think that this one doesn't have like that issue.
I was actually gonna say that. Like, I feel like this is a good yoke depth.
Yeah, and it has short rows in the back. And so I love just the coloring on this one. This is also something I got at Flock, so I was so happy to use it. It's the Sonder Yarn Co. Fleece and Flax for the main color, and then Spin Cycle in 2 different colorways, but it kind of blends into each other. I think it ended like in the middle of a leaf here.
Cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like one spin
Right?
cycle color.
Yeah.
This
I'm
is
really
very
happy
cute.
with how this one turned out. I think it's definitely would recommend if you do have spin cycle then to try this pattern because I think it just shows the pattern really well.
Yeah, no, it does. And I am famously a little bit critical of Caitlin Hunter, but this is cute and better fitting than the halibut. Oh, hang on. Let me show the... Ah, it's
I
beautiful.
forgot to weave in this one.
You're for that. I also really like the lace on the collar and the cuffs. That's super cute.
I made the lace here a little shorter than in the pattern though because I didn't want to do it for too long.
Valid. Oh, cute. What is this?
This is Sunday by Susanna Cartman. She's an Australian designer and this is actually super cool because it's knit this way. It's yeah, it's knit on a, what would you say, horizontally?
Yeah.
Not vertically, yeah.
Yeah. That's fun.
Yeah. This is also knit with Holsgarn and I love the thinness of it. It made it really hard because it's knit on a US 3.25, so you're just knitting a lot of back and forth, but the finished feel of it is just so nice. It's so airy and so drapey that I really like it. I test knit this, so I did have bust darts, but they sit really low and she has raised it since then. But yeah, I think it came out great in terms of just the coloring and the stripes. She's so detailed. Her patterns are so detailed. After you finish everything exactly as to how she tells you to do, the stripes match up perfectly on the sides and everything. So it's kind of like magic.
Oh my god, yeah. That's super cool.
Yeah.
I really like the fit of this one, like the V-neck with the kind of wider...
Yeah.
And I don't know what kind of sleeves these are, but are they even sleeves? Is it just like...
I think I did like a couple rows and I just basically bound off.
Very
Followed
cute.
it exactly to pattern, but yeah, I think it was really cute in terms of how it came out.
Yeah.
Definitely would recommend her patterns.
This is adorable. That's a designer I've never heard of, so that's exciting for me. Oh, is this the...
Yes, the Home Night Best. This is Pomnai Best Round Neck by Cookie the Knitter. It's out now and I made it with the Fiber Co. Zero in Seraphic, and the Fiber Co. Zero is so light. It's just held single. It's so light. It's 40% cotton, 40% alpaca, and 20% wool, I think.
I've never heard of that blend before.
It's so light and airy and I just love wearing it over things or even by itself. I really like this vest because it doesn't come too low, so you could just wear it just as a tank top too.
Oh yeah.
And it makes it, really nice. And I just, it's so classic, right? The whole cable detail.
The cables are really pretty on this one. I don't know if I'm getting a good angle. God, I need to be taller. The story of my life, I fear. This is another one I think would be really cute over dresses.
Yes. Yeah,
I like
think so too. This is the Wayfinder Tea by Skinny Dippin' Alex, and she's also, like, her designs are so cute. I love this one because this also has that English shoulder shaping like the poppy tea. And it is made with Sandscarn, Tinline, and Spicy Orange, and yep. And all the peach blossom and everything, and it's just very watermelony, but I love how it looks. It's just so easy to wear. And I think that the Sandscarn Tinline, like, it is slightly splitty when you first start working with it, but I think the more I wear it, the more I like the feeling of it, so it's something I'm willing to work with, even though I have to knit with a smaller needle size.
Yeah, I hate splitty yarns. You're braver than me. The colors you chose for this are just so perfect.
Right, because I had this green left over from a tank top, and then I bought the red and the orange, the red and the pink, sorry, to go together because I love the jean sweater with like the waviness of it and everything. The Johanna, I think it's her name, but I'll send it to you later on. But when the test knit for this, the test call came out, I was like, okay, I'll just pair it and then we'll go with that retro feel, and yeah, I think it's really pretty.
This is super cute. I really like this one. It's kind of like almost a baby tee, you know?
Yeah, it is.
Was this the one
The
for...
Brunch Crew, yes. Yes, we just found all I asked for.
It's funny for me because I'm seeing all of these things that I've seen online in real life.
The Brunch Crew by Michelle Frazetta again, and this was launched with the Puget Sound LYS tour of this year.
Shout out.
Yeah, I loved your video on it. And I made this with Cascade Yarns Ultra Pima, and this one was called Big Girl Pink. The Ultra Pima, they changed I think to Noble Cotton now though, so that's what I would look for. And I found a color that was exactly like the same as this color, but definitely would, yeah, recommend the Cascade yarns. I think just even their cottons, it washes well and everything, so.
It's a very soft cotton.
Yeah.
I feel like the stitch definition on this is incredible, if you can see. The lace pattern too, I don't think I've ever seen zigzaggy lace.
You know, it was a really fun pattern to do just because you're not doing lace the entire time and it's just like a little bit, but then you do stockinette on the other parts, so it's totally fine, but keeps it going really, yeah.
Yeah. That's always nice because it's like, you get a breather in between.
And I always get tempted to crop garments. But this one I was like, okay, Michelle did 7, and so I'll do 7 of these like zigzags.
Smart.
Yeah.
Ooh, is this the Ballard Tea?
That's a Colette.
The Colette,
Yes.
my bad.
Yes.
Sorry, and her cables, man.
Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. She's such a talented designer, I think. It's just like the way she mixes in cables, lace work, and all the stuff. Love it. This is the Colette Tea by Sar Nordland. I made it with brown sheep in Serendipity Tweed and Baby's Breath, but this one, I made it with a yarn that was slightly too thick or a lot too thick, so I have a redemption piece, so you'll see that right after this. But I love how it, like, just the cream color and just, it's so easy to wear, and I love the cable detail.
This is really pretty. Can I say something crazy for a second? I've never knit a Sar Nordland pattern.
Really? A lot of people say that this one especially, their gauge comes out smaller than Sari. Sari has a really loose gauge.
Oh, okay.
And so definitely would recommend either sizing up needle sizes, gauge swatching, and all of that.
Gotcha.
And also a lot of the times her arm is a little tighter than I think what most people find comfortable.
Yeah, like this is good. Did you do any adjustments?
No.
I'm actually surprised by how much I like this one. Like I've always liked it on you, but it was one of those that I didn't think would look good on me.
No, it looks
It's
so
really
good.
cute.
It's really cute.
Oh no, I might have to make this.
This one also goes by pretty quickly because you're like, okay, I only have like 5 more rows to go until I can cable again. And then, you know, it just moves quickly. And you also don't have that many cable chunks, so you know exactly how fast they'll go.
I like that they're broken up too.
Yes.
Like that gives you kind of a nice like measure of how far you have come. Oh wait, hey.
Yeah.
Oh, this color is Gorgina.
That's Noro.
Oh yeah, the bluebell color.
It's the Noro in Catmint. Noro Sonata in Catmint, and this is like a summer blend, I think. This was my redemption piece of this year. I really like how this one turned out for just, it's a more summery, it's lighter, I think.
It's a lot lighter.
Yeah, it's less heavy on the body, and the color is so beautiful.
This color is stunning. You said catmint?
Yeah, it's 31 Catmint, and I only used 1.9 skeins of it.
What the fuck is a catmint?
It's a flower.
It's a flower?
Yeah, here, I'll show you.
Wait, botany lessons with YeJi.
This is Catmint.
Oh my
It's
god,
like the
wait.
same color.
Oh, it's so accurate. I'll put a picture up. Who would have thought?
Alright.
Not me. That's very accurate color-wise. I thought it was bluebell because it also... Bluebell's more blue though.
Yeah, I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
You're more of a Noro expert than I am, but I just love the little, like, the subtle variations of the yarn, and it came out really pretty, I think.
Yeah, this is gorgeous. It's definitely a lot lighter than the other one, as I said. I feel like the white one you made is good for like spring, especially early spring in Seattle. It's usually cold, and you know,
Today.
most of our days until August. Then it gets really hot.
Yeah.
For 2 weeks, and we're all complaining nonstop. Anyway, yeah, so I feel like this is better for being a true summer. What is the fiber blend on this? I think you already said it.
I haven't,
but I was
it's
distracted by the
a
cat
mix of a ton of different things here. 35% cotton, 25% rayon and viscose, 20% silk, and 20% nylon and polyamide.
Oh, okay. So that's a lot more like synthetic fibers than what they usually do.
Right.
But I like it. Oh my god, we forgot about the sleigh meter.
Oh,
YeJi. We haven't been sleigh metering any of these. No, we gotta do it again.
Right, this is my most recent make. It's called the Anju Tink by Skeiny Dippin, and the same designer as the Wayfinder Tea. I just love the low contrast yellow on this one. I used Kelborn Woolens Mojave, which is a 60% cotton, 40% linen yarn.
Oh, wait, hang on, my cloths.
Yeah.
Why am I short? That's really cute. The pattern on this is very interesting.
It's slip stitch mosaic. So you do one color at a time, and okay, so I like slip stitches in that you don't need to care about your floats. It creates, I think, only one, everything is just one strand of fabric, so it's lighter. It's not like color work where you have double fabric on your body, so it makes more sense for the summer and everything, but also it does go by slower.
Yeah, because you do every row twice, basically.
Yeah,
Which is slightly brutal, but that's okay, because this is Beautiful.
So it's like 2 rows of just stockinette basically, and then 2 rows of the detail, but it comes out so cool looking, I think.
It really does. Like, this is such an interesting texture. And I really like the low contrast yellow that you did. Was that like recommended to do low contrast?
I think she has a higher contrast for the Anjou sweater. She has a lower contrast where it's like a light green against a green, like an olive sweater, and Anjou means pear in French, and that's what I think what it was based off of, because that was a part of the Lina magazine. But for this one, I think I chose a low contrast just because in my head I was like, okay, what color have I not knit so far this year? Right? I was like, okay, I'll try yellow. So
It's really cute.
here's my yellow.
I like this one a lot.
This is the Eio Slipover by Laura McLean, and this was the pattern for Tea Cozy Yarn Shop for the Future Sound LYS tour. The Brunch Crew was for Needles and Hooks. This was for Tea Cozy. I love just the diamond detailing. This one's also knit in Kelburn Woolens Mojave, so it's 60% cotton, 40% linen. This one, the back on the original pattern is just stockinette, but I chose to do moss stitch. And going down moss stitch, I kind of regret it because it just takes so much longer.
Yeah.
But I think it really helps with the continuity, and I really like just how it looks in general. It's just that if I had more endurance, I probably would have had it a little longer.
Yeah. You also said it shrunk though.
It did shrink a little bit in the wash, yeah.
Yeah, that happens. This color, first of all, I really like this
It's
color.
called Cactus Green.
Cactus green. Super cute. I really like that you did the moss stitch on the back, because when I saw this pattern, that was like the one thing about it where I was like, oh, like I didn't like that the back.
Was just plain.
Yeah, like it made it seem like 2 separate pieces. So I feel like you did a really good mod there. You were really on your grind for the LYS tour.
Yeah, I was. Well, I wanted to like test knit for Michelle. I wanted to do the Tea Cozy pattern. I didn't know about any of the other patterns, probably for like us, but also I was just so surprised that there were so many nice yarn shops near us, because I only go to the ones I go to, right? So it was really nice.
There are so many.
So this is Zafiso by Sar Nordland, and this one's in her book Softly Timeless Knits. I made 2 of these as well. This is in the color Rhubarb Rose by Knitting for Olive, Cotton Merino, held double. So I really like it. It's just, you just have 4 triangles basically, and then you join them the round. And so I think the only part was I had to reinforce where it would join in the round, just so that it wouldn't separate too much. And then otherwise, I think it fits really nicely. And yeah,
Really nice. I like the cord straps.
Yeah.
Also, I really like this color.
Yeah, I love the Knitting for Olive colors in general. They have so many, and they have a lot of like muted colors and everything. But this Rhubarb Rose, I like that it's not too pale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if it was too pale, I would look like I was wearing nothing. Also, your ribbing. Do you rib inside out?
I think that one has twisted rib, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's probably half twisted.
It looks good.
Right, so the same Zafiso tank. This one is made with BC Garn Summer and Cashmere, and it's in the color pale yellow, which I have gripes about because this isn't pale yellow.
This is not pale.
This is
like the Teletubbies sun baby.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
it is.
That's what they should call it. Teletubbies sun baby yellow.
I weeded today, or not today, I weeded this week, and I was just like, I can't believe Maggie enjoys doing this.
There's something wrong with me. Apparently the water at my apartment is shut off.
Oh, no.
My landlord is really old. God bless him. He's such a nice guy. He sends texts over email to all of us. And so I always get these like emails that say no subject text. And I'm like, oh, surely that's a virus. And no, it's just my landlord. And he's like, water shut off. Anyway, super not pale yellow, but this is very cute.
Right?
What was the contents of this one?
I think this is 90% cotton and like 10% cashmere. I think that's why it's called Summer and Cashmere. This is the Sew Frame by Audrey Borrego. It's free pattern. Highly recommend her patterns. It's really nice. I think she also has bust start options. This one I didn't do because I don't need it. This is made with Sanis Garnton Line. And I think this one's called Citrus Sunny Line.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this color was really big like 2 summers ago.
Yeah.
I still love it though.
Yeah, well, I saw all your like your Olga and then your just all the green things that you're making, your cloud sweater, and I was like, okay, like it's the matcha green,
I love a green neck.
Yeah.
I really like the scoop neck.
Right? It's like, it's not too deep. I really like it.
What size did you make?
Size 2.
This is super cute.
Right. I like that it doesn't have a ton of ease too, like for the version I made at least. Yeah.
No,
For summer, I think it's very cute. It goes really well with your current outfit.
Yeah, honestly, I might copy this exactly. This is super cute.
This one didn't take too long because, again, I didn't make it too long, but I think for summer, crop tops are really cute, so.
Yeah, this is one of those gray, kind of mauvey colors that I feel like makes me look like a corpse.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit.
It's giving like very like adult, like corporate vibes though.
It's giving adults.
This is the Coutar top by Sar Nordland, and I made this with Ritual Dyes Undine and the color Rye. So this is also 60% cotton, 40% linen, but it's so much more rough than the Calber Woolens Mojave. Yeah, but I love just the stitch definition and how the lace turned out on this one. I think this one is probably one of the prettiest things I've made.
Yeah, this is stunning. Yeah, the yarn is crunchy.
It is, it is. Even after washing and all of that, it's still crunchy, yeah. Yeah, it does feel a little cooler, I think, but again, it's not something that I feel like I would just throw on to go places because you can still feel it on your body, right?
Yeah, it's like you can definitely feel the crunch.
Yeah.
We're doing a gnome speed run at the end, by the way.
Cheers.
Cheers. I love that you knew I meant Coke Zero.
Of course.
Not Diet Coke.
We don't have that cooking.
That's the correct answer right there. Okay, Diet Coke break because I'm melting. Being really brave about that. Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is Pluto Plaid, probably the itchiest, warmest sweater I have. This is Alfida by Jennifer Steingast. Beautiful pattern. Recommended yarn, I think, was the Pluto Plaid, which is why I did it. Not soft at all. It's quite rustic. And so I can only wear it like one day out of the year when it's the coldest.
Yeah.
But I love the patterning and everything. It's not soft.
Honestly, rustic yarn doesn't really bother me, like texture wise. But usually when I'm wearing a sweater like this, I'm wearing a long sleeve under it.
Yeah.
And that does make a difference.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, probably should. The Pluto Plaid goes so far. I think I only needed like 2.5 for the main color and then 0.3 of the plate for the cream color. But at the end of the day, I don't know that I would be knitting with Pluto Plaid for something that's like a sweater. Maybe a jacket. I like unspun for jacket.
Yeah, that's a good use case, I think.
This
is really cute though with the ribbing at the bottom.
It is.
Or not the ribbing, what is this? Garter stitch at the bottom.
This is Tulip by Melody Hoffman, and it's made with Lion Brand Wool Ease, which is 20% wool, 80% acrylic, but it's so soft.
Yeah.
It's one of those where I could just throw on. It doesn't matter if the kids get anything on it because, you know, and the tulips on the bottom, so pretty.
This is really cute.
Yeah. So this is another sweater that I think I want to make again because I love how it fits. Even though it's just a raglan, I think it's really cute in terms of like where it hits, how it looks. It's a plain sweater, but it has a little bit of interest. So.
Yeah. I like that in a raglan. Like, it has to have something that makes me want to knit it, you know? And especially with this being at the end.
Right.
Gives you something to look forward to.
Exactly. And the woolies also softened up so much and blocked out so nicely, even though I wouldn't think that it would because it only has 20% wool, but it made a huge difference.
Is this short rows to get the zoopy zoop?
I think you do each section separately. I don't know, it's been a while, so I can't remember, but
Cute.
I'll make it again and I'll let you know.
Yeah. Do tell. This is, I think, your most iconic knit.
This is probably my favorite knit, and this is For Fox's Sake by Maxim Sear. And I love the name. I did modify quite a bit of it just because
There's a lot of floats in here.
I think originally it's supposed to be a sport or a DK weight. I made it with a worsted weight, so this is a cascade. The ribbing is really, really tight.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I have to like rip out. I haven't done.
Might I introduce you to Jenny's super stretchy?
I know, right? This was made. I made this. When did I make this? In 2019.
Oh
so,
yeah, we've all been here.
I went to Knit City, Vancouver.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, in 2019, and I got the yarn there, and so I did it. So my floats are kind of tight. It is kind of bumpy just because it was 3-color work, and the floats are super long. And so even when I did catch it, I didn't do ladder back jacquard or anything at the time. But it's just so cute.
It's so cute. Oh my god. Look at the little friggin'. They have
Yeah,
glasses on. The glasses.
So this is the extra small size, I think, because I went up, I think, 3 or 4 needle sizes and then size down and then pattern size. And then I decided to do like really drastic ribbing on the sleeves and the body just to cinch things in.
Yeah.
Make it look a little more feminine.
Super cute. I love this. I like the colors you picked for this.
This is Stripes by Andrea Mauy, and I made it with Knit Picks Andean Treasure, which is, I think, 100% baby alpaca.
It's so soft.
It's so soft. But it does pill quite badly. I mean, I don't think I've worn this enough, but my husband has another sweater in the same yarn, and his filled quite a bit. So yeah, this is circular yoke though, so you can kind of see where the increases happen on the yoke. Like right here, here. And then I did do the jogless stripes that are in her pattern. I think it's down the back actually.
Down the back.
Because it is circular yoke, so there are no seams here. So I think this is where the jogless stripes happened, and they are quite jogless. I really recommend the way Andrea Mauy does her jogless stripes. I really like that. But
I
yeah.
also recommend her clog recommendations.
Breer clogs, they're beautiful.
I want to live vicariously through people who can afford to buy those shoes because they are so cute. I really like the colors you picked. Like, I feel like this is not a combination I would have thought of, and it's really cute. God, I love Coke Zero. I don't really drink alcohol, so I feel like I justify my Coke Zero consumption with that.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, well, I'm not poisoning myself that way, so I'm gonna poison myself this way.
No, but I drink a lot of Coke Zero. So this is the J sweater by Rachel Brockman, and I'm pretty sure it's a free pattern. And so I used the leftovers of my 4-box-6 sweater to go into this sweater. I was like, okay, I have leftover yarn, Cascade 220. I love the yarn. What do I do with it? And then I decided to make that. So
I was gonna say it looks
yes,
very similar.
Yeah,
they're sisters, not twins.
exactly.
The neckline is cute.
But I love the just a little bit of color work. I love color work in general, but especially when the floats are so small and it's geometrical and you can memorize it really nicely.
For some reason, I've never liked navy blue.
Okay.
And I think it's because when I was growing up, there was this girl
Yeah.
that I was friends with that was also kind of mean to me.
Oh.
Her favorite color was navy blue. And she like only wore navy blue.
Oh, no.
And so I think I've just like associated.
It looks really good.
I feel like it does, but I just like need to get over my association of
Yeah.
navy blue with that girl.
This is Storyteller by Jennifer Steingass again, and I just love the color work on this, so I decided to do it. Knit picks, Wool of the Andes for the main, Wool of the Andes worsted, and then the Chroma Twist worsted. So this isn't spin cycle or anything. It's this color changing yarn though, so I think it just came out so nicely in this pattern.
I mean, I thought it was spin cycle when you pulled it out, so
it's beautiful. It's just the way the colors changed on this, I really liked it.
This is really cute. It looks almost like birds.
It looks like boomerangs, like the
Birds or boomerangs, depending on who you ask. This is very cute.
This is the Night Bloom sweater by Espace Tricot. So it was a free pattern. I think now it's like $1 or something, just so that they can help you out if you do have questions. But I love the color work on this. It's made with Ella Ray DK and Merino Superwash. So it, I think, stretched out a little bit with wash, but I just love the color work because when you're knitting it, you can't really tell what's happening, and then when it's finished and you're like taking pictures or whatever from far away, they're like, oh, okay, that's where the blooms come out.
Yeah, that's really cute. It's like, it's abstract.
So the contrast hems I think is really cute too.
Yeah, I was looking at that. Did you just bind off with a different color?
Yeah.
Do you remember when I was looking for a like circular yoke cardigan? I think this could be that if you steek it.
Yeah, you definitely could make it into a cardigan. Yeah,
I like this one a lot.
Yeah, it's very cute.
Big sleigh. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Stop. My god.
Isn't it beautiful? So this is the drawing sweater by Tomomi Yoshimoto, and I love this. It's definitely not an easy make, not a mindless make until you get to just like a little bit of stockinette, but it's just so nice. I think once it's made, I made it with whole scarn super soft, held double, not super soft, but
What the
my friends, she said that Adana, she said that it's actually, if you soak it long enough, I think, then it becomes a lot softer. And like with wash, I think she washes hers with a little bit of Dawn, maybe a little bit of dish soap, and I think that takes out all the spinning oil. Yeah,
okay,
but
that does make sense.
It's not super soft in the way you would think, oh, that's soft. It's like a wool. It's still wool.
Yeah, like it's very, it feels rustic
Yeah.
at its current state.
Yes.
But I suppose if Dawn can save the ducklings,
Yes.
it can make this yarn soft.
So just like how the pattern works, I did switch colors midpoint, like how she did it, and I think you can't really tell from far away that it's really changed. Yeah, because it's navy to a mid blue, so the flowers are beautiful.
This is stunning. I've had this one on my Ravelry saves for so long.
But when you print the pattern, you have to kind of either print it large or like really take a magnifying glass to it. It's very, very small, but
I believe it.
highly recommend.
This is beautiful.
Oh, it's the Lulu.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I've been wanting to try this one on too.
All Right.
Cute.
Right? This is really cute. This is the Lulu Slipover by Petite Knit, and I love this. This is made with Cascade 220. It was labeled superwash, but it's not superwash. I got it off of Lil Knits. I got a bunch of it off of Lil Knits when I made my husband his sweater, and then this is a leftover yarn from his sweater. So I think this took maybe 3 skeins, and I love knitting it, and I love the finishing details. This is all double knit, so it does take a long time to finish, but
It just looks so damn crisp though.
yeah, it looks really good.
Oh, stunning. I don't know if it's picking up, but this yarn has like a really subtle variegation going of like blue to purple almost. It reminds me of that Noro from earlier.
Yeah, yeah.
This is really cute.
It's like a cornflowery blue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or catmint.
Yes.
This is another one I fear I may have to make.
Right. This is Lento by Jonna Helen. I feel like everybody's knit this. It's so nice though, just how easy it is. It's on such a large gauge. For this, I use Maline Tosh Tosh Merino Light in blue gingham, as well as brushed alpaca silk by Drops in light lavender.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, and it's knit on 6mm needles, so that's US 10. So
Oh,
it goes
whoa.
by so quickly. This took less than 2 skeins of the Maline Tosh yarn, so a lot of people like it when you have hand-dyed yarn and you only buy, 2 skeins. You're like, what do I do with it?
Yeah.
Get a whole sweater out of it.
We've all been there.
Yeah, I like this because it's just simple raglan, so it's nice that you can just, finish it quickly and everything.
I'm gonna be like 90 years old and still just using the word slay, unironically.
Well, probably all gens.
Yeah. YeJi, can we tell the story about the first time we met in real life?
Yes.
Real quick, this is one of my favorite things that has ever happened. So YeJi and I met through our local Buy Nothing group.
Yeah.
Just so random. We are in fact neighbors, famously. I messaged YeJi and I was like, hey, I know you from YouTube and Instagram, but also, not to be a creepy stalker, I think we live close to each other. And so we went and got coffee, and one of the first things you said to me, this was unhinged and I loved it. This is when I knew we were gonna be friends. You told me that you and your husband had to go back through and watch some of my videos to figure out if I was mean or just Gen Z.
Yeah. I was watching some videos and I was like, oh, that's a hot take. Oh, that's also a hot take, I was just like, okay.
What hot takes?
I can't even remember now,
That's
but
so funny.
I think you just had opinions and I was like, okay, well.
She's opinionated.
Yes. And then you started coming out and you were like, slay, queen. And we were like, my husband's like, oh yeah, she's just Gen Z.
Thanks, Harris.
Yeah.
A victim of my generation.
Oh my gosh. I was just like, oh wow, okay, Gen Z is just different.
I mean, also, I'm an Aries, but so are you. We have
we
the
have
same birthday, which is so random.
That was crazy.
That was a weird
crazy.
one.
That was even more wild than us living like 5 minutes away from each other.
Not even 5 minutes, girl. I just went the wrong way to get here.
Frills by Petite Knit in whole scar and super soft, held double, not super soft, in the color Hyacinth, and it's beautiful.
I was gonna say, you really like this purpley blue that reminds me of that My Little Pony, and yes, I'm gonna play that slideshow again because I love it. You really like that wisteria purple.
Yeah, I don't know. When I go for a purple, I think I'm hesitant to go for like a true purple, and I lean more towards the blue purples, and then so this is what happens.
So I haven't made a novice sweater.
No frills.
No frills. My bad. I haven't made a no frills sweater. It's actually really cute. What's that in the collar?
Oh, that's back.
That's really smart, actually. Wait, is it a bee?
No, I just weaved it. So this is the Unsweater by November Knits, or Ane Fiscum Sunday, and I made it with Juniper Moon Farm Santa Cruz cornflower.
Cute.
So I love the high slits.
What do you wear under this?
I mean, if I'm wearing like super high-waisted jeans and the day is not too warm, then I just go with just like a bralette or whatever, but then otherwise I just have a t-shirt on.
Okay. Yeah, that's been my hold up with this one.
Yeah.
Was like, what am I gonna wear under that? But
That's true.
honestly, again, I feel like a dress under this would be so cute.
Yeah, and it's really warm. It's like knit on 5.5mm needles. No, 5.5 for the body, 5 for the ribbing, I think. So yeah.
A lot of ribbing.
It is a lot of ribbing, but it goes by pretty quickly because it's on larger needles and it's 2x2, so you're not like switching back and forth.
I do prefer a 2x2. Somebody once commented on my videos that they think 2x2 rib is going to be dated soon.
Oh.
And like, that scared me a little bit, but I love 2x2.
But it's classic already, so is it ever dated? I can see where they're coming from.
It makes sense because it was everywhere.
Yeah.
But I just didn't want it to be true because I love 2x2 rib.
Even if they're dated, it's handmade. It's like,
Yeah, wear whatever the hell you want.
I don't think there's any knit that I've made that I'm like, wow, this is so avant-garde or like so like. This is the Lum Pullover by Sar Nordland, and I made it with Knit Picks Will Be Andes and the worsted color. I love just how pink it is.
It's so pink and I love it. It's like a bubblegum kind of blue toned pink.
It is. It's called Pink Posy Heather.
Pink posy heather. That's adorable.
Like, I love color work in general, obviously, but the color work, I think it makes it so easy. It like flies by so quickly, and I love just getting to the next part, getting to the next. And the sleeve color work also, it's beautiful.
That is my favorite part of this. I love it when details from a sweater like continue throughout the whole sweater. That's
For sure.
so cute. Again, I feel like this is a color work yoke that is not going swancho.
Oh no, it's not. Yeah.
And I love that.
Yeah, and I think it's because she, obviously the designer did what she did, but then also she knew she was going to put it in the sleeves too. And I think for some people, they even cut it short, like they cut out a certain part of it and then just move other parts up just so that, you know, they won't have that, but.
No, it's super cute. I love this motif. One of those twins who knit made this one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think, was it Jessica, I think, right?
Yeah.
This is Northern Augustine's number 6 by Augustine's DK, and I used Isair yarn in Jensen as well as Alpaca 2, and I held the Alpaca 2 double. The Alpaca 2 is so soft. And I added the candy canes on the sleeves. I came off of doing the looming and I was like, okay, I have to do something on the sleeves for this one, so I decided to do that. My only gripe about this sweater is that it doesn't come with any options to do short rows on the back, and so I added short rows and I think it turned out fine. But if you are thinking of making this sweater, and I think there are more people that made it now, but when I first made it, I think it only had like 6 or 7 projects online and there wasn't anybody standing up with it on, so I wasn't sure if I was going to be okay without short rows. So I would definitely recommend adding short rows if you are going to make this. But it's so cute as a Christmas sweater. It's so cute.
Ridiculously cute. Like, actually should be illegal to be this cute.
So this is the Harlow Sweater V-neck by YeJi, and I knit it with Lime Brand's Fisherman's Wool in Nature's Brown, which hopefully you will knit your Dagmar. I love this pattern because it's just like oversized, comfortable, can throw on, and I love how the V, like this part just sits flush, because sometimes I think with double knit, especially V-necks, it has a tendency to flip up for some people or just look too bulky against the material of the sweater, but this one I didn't find that, so.
Really love this fit. What size is this?
It's a size medium, but I used a US 8, a 5mm for that. Yeah, highly recommend. Only need 3 skein, but Fisherman's Wool is like super
It's
big.
thick, yeah. This is so cute. Off the charts. Slayage. Wait, is this the same sweater?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a repeat pattern offender.
Lizzie McGuire, you're a pattern repeater.
This is also Harlow Sweater V-neck by YeJi. This one I knit in the size large, and I knit it to the needle size in the pattern, which is a 4.5. And I like the gauge on the brown one better. It's like a little looser. This one's a little more thick. This is the one that I knit first.
I am actually obsessed with this. I'm loving this.
Cumulus blouse.
Ooh, I've never tried this one on either.
I mean, it would be different from I think what most people do their cumulus blouses in, because I did mine like also holding like 2 strands of lace weight, which is mohair, but this one I just held 1 strand of the Maline Tosh DK in winter wheat, and I made it, and I really like it. I like how the V-neck isn't too deep.
This is really cute.
Yeah, and the yarn is so soft.
I've never used Maline Tosh.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay. Because
But
I know like a lot of people are on and off about her. The colorways are all beautiful. I think a lot of people complain about the pilling issue. But I know that Maline Tosh bought the Shibui for the silk mohair, and so yeah, and the Shibui silk mohair was so soft. So now Maline Tosh is so soft. But then again, they were sold to Jimmy Beans, right? And Jimmy Beans owned them. But then Jimmy Beans just like was sold to the same company that owns Knit Picks, if I'm not wrong. So you have some like huge conglomeration owning these like.
Okay, lore.
Right.
That goes crazy.
Yeah, well, I've heard through the grapevine, but.
It's very soft though, and I really like this color.
Isn't it? Also, it's just, it didn't pull. I think I did some helical knitting, but like also, I just really like it. Yeah, my husband bought this for me, like just went to Tea Cozy, bought it by himself.
Oh,
so,
that's really sweet.
And yeah, I think on our birthday. Or
on our shared birthday.
Yes. But yeah, so that's really sweet.
You have a very supportive knitting husband.
We have another Andrea Mauy. This one is a classic. So this is The Weekender Crew by Andrea Mauy. The yarn is Mirasol Yarns Huni. in the color Rose Quartz.
It's a really cute purple.
Yeah, and it is a reverse stockinette, and so you have the slip stitch details, but the sleeves are just stockinette, but then the body is reverse stockinette. That's how it works.
Very confused for a minute. I was like, wait, what's happening? Yeah. So this, okay, the body is reverse stockinette, and then it does the classic Andrea Mauy shoulder thing, which I have thoughts about. Coming up soon. It's really cute in this though. I like it.
It's really cute in this, and also I did the crew because I heard that just for the weekender it can kind of sit up high because it is a boat neck, and I didn't want that. I wanted more room just for breathing. The only thing is I don't like bottom up garments as much because you can't try it on. I had 5 of these skeins and I had the sleeves a little shorter than I would have liked because I used all of the yarn and I wasn't about to rip everything out just to take a few rows out for the sleeves.
Yeah, bottom up is the worst.
Bottom up has this like time and place.
For a tank top, I feel like I'm more willing to. I really like the detail down the back and the front.
So this is another classic Billy pullover by Sar Nordland and made with Cascade 220, which she recommended, and I was so happy because I was just like, because at that point I think it wasn't often that a designer would recommend such an inexpensive and like a yarn that you can get everywhere, and it's Sar Nordland, so she lives in Finland, is it? Right, and so I didn't think that she would recommend Cascade 220, but I was like, okay, well if the pattern calls for it, then that's what I'll do. And I love the cabling.
It's really cute. Honeycomb cable is one of my favorite cables to make after you get it started, as we have learned from our Dagmar excursion. And I just love the like chunk of honeycomb. It's really pretty. Stunning. And then the moss stitch. Yeah, love a good moss stitch. The stitch definition on this is crazy good.
The Cascade 220 is so bouncy. I love just how round and bouncy it is.
Oh my god, this is like the Charlie Brown sweater.
This is Missoni Accomplished by Espace Tricot, and I think Missoni Accomplished is probably one of the first sweaters that I've made. This is, I think, my latest version. Made with Knit Picks Wool of the Andes Sport Weight in the color Blossom Heather and White. Cute. And this pink is just so beautiful.
This is a really good pink.
So I made 4. I've given away 2, but my last one is right here. So this one I think is the size 3, and I followed the pattern exactly. It's like super oversized, right? It has like that Swancho vibes, but
like it kind of works.
It's super cropped though, so I think that's why it works, and I really like it. And when I first made this, I was just like, oh, this is so fun, like making sweaters and everything, but it came out a lot bigger than I expected. And so I think for my future ones, I adjusted just how many, it's a circular yoke, so you can adjust how many increases you really want to do and how to split and everything. But yeah, I love it.
This is a really cute pattern. I've never heard of this one, but
it was free.
We love that. All right, everybody. The moment we've all been waiting for. I'm honestly scared to put this on because I know I'm gonna fall in love with it and have to make it, and I'm terrified of this pattern.
I don't think you should be. It was like quite fun.
Really?
Yeah.
I hate color work though.
Yeah, okay, that's a problem.
Oh no. No, so cute.
It's very nice, yeah. This is the Anemone sweater by Pernille Larsen from Knitting for Olive. I used all Knitting for Olive yarn, the recommended base, the wheat in the merino, as well as the soft silk mohair. And then the other ones, I can't even list out there quite a bit. There are quite a few. She'll have my project page linked
in the description.
This is also knit bottom up, so it's bottom up, full color work, and steeked.
No! God, no. Bottom up and steeked and color work. Yeah. That's my nightmare. And I'm gonna have to do it because this is so cute. Isn't it? Damn it, this is like an heirloom knit.
Yeah.
Like if you don't pass this on to your daughters, bestow upon them the anemone, I'm gonna be upset because this is incredible. It's so damn soft too. God, I love Knitting for Olive.
Really nice. I just really like the whole like look of the whole flowers and just everything about it. And I was like, oh, I gotta knit that. And then, yeah, my sister gave me a Knitting for Olive gift card for Christmas. And I was like, okay, well, take my chances.
This is incredible. This is so good. Damn it.
Oh my gosh, but we cleared it all.
We did it. Done. All right, speed run.
Yeah. So these are all the notes from this year.
Oh my god.
So the other ones I like gave away to my sister and stuff. January gnome, Wicked Colors.
Beauty Guru it. And you did it at my birthday dinner. No big deal. Okay, you're gonna have to trust us on that one. Wicked Colors.
Yes. February gnome, Valentine's Day. That's naughty. Everybody else is noodles.
Oh my god.
This is the March. This is April.
I love his little flowers.
Right?
Oh my god.
May. This is from the Puget Sound LYS tour. I bought the knits from Hazel Knits.
Guys, I can't do this.
June, of course.
Happy Pride.
Yeah. This is also Hazel Knits.
They're so cute. I feel like I just ran a marathon. Truly. You should see the state of YeJi's bed. It's insanity. Like, I always say this about you, but you are like one of the most technically proficient knitters I have ever seen in my life.
I mean, I'm just very prolific. I knit all the time because, you know, I'm staying at home right now with my children, and so it's one of the things where I can do while still watching over them. So I feel like I always have something in my hands, and yeah, it keeps me going.
It's just incredible. Like, your work is so clean and beautiful, and yeah, you amaze me.
Yes, because you haven't seen the ones from before. Because so I knit a lot as a kid, but I only knit scarves, and those are all super wonky and everything. And then when I started working, right, my manager was the one actually who introduced me to garment knitting, and so I mean, thanks to her, I guess. Right?
That's awesome.
Yeah. So it's been really nice. I mean, I love knitting. It's so fun.
Okay, well, thank you guys for joining us on this crossover episode. This was so fun. I've been wanting to do a collab with you for so long.
I mean, we live so close, but it's so hard. Well, you're so busy.
Yeah, I do be.
Maddie's like, oh, are you busy? And I'm like, no, I'm not busy, but you are. So.
Be sure to follow YeJi. I will have all of your socials and your YouTube channel linked. Yeah, thank you guys.
Thanks for having me.
Anytime. I'm in your house. Thank you for having me, actually. I famously can't do outros, so this is...
It's kind of awkward.
It's even more awkward with another person. Actually, this is harder. Alright, I'm gonna turn off the camera now. Bye, guys. The aftermath.